Hello, Lana Scott Lighthouse. So guys, this is a reading for the water signs, Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio. If you find it, I'm assuming it's yours now. There's not a date on any of this, but I feel like it is that some of you are going to be at some part of this phase of this timeline that I'm getting ready to share with you. Guys, if y'all like what I'm doing, like, subscribe, and share. If it sounds like someone you know that could use this information, or someone you know is going through this, feel free to pass it on and share it. So they've been telling me to do things a little bit differently, and every reading's been different today. This one's definitely way different than the earth, air, and fire sign reading. So we're just going to hop right into it, guys, and I'm going to show y'all what we've got here. So we start off with Isa, which can be spiritual attainment. It can also mean frozen. It can mean needing to go on. And what we had as a sub-message, we had Perth, a secret coming to light. That someone's just not really happy about. And either they come to themselves in some way. There's something to do here with other people. And it just feels like somebody's feeling like that their life hasn't turned out the way that they expected that it would. Because then we have natural disruption, and we feel like it feels like they have, but they're slowly getting on the other side of this. This could be something like an unexpected divorce. It could be something like an unexpected death in the family, maybe for an older person that was thinking maybe, they were going to spend the rest of their life with somebody, or maybe even a best friend that suddenly decided to move away, or they had to move away because of a job or something like that. It just feels like a big, huge letting go. That to this person, it feels almost like a secret exposed because they weren't expecting it. Does that make sense? Take that how it resonates. Because then they're like starting out kind of like on a new journey. They're going forward after this. Okay? Maybe to a new job, a new place. And I'm actually feeling like some of these people might actually move on to something different. Okay? Because then we have birth and we have going through an opening. We have the completion of beginnings. And suddenly this person finds that they're on a new path of destiny. I also feel like somebody has a breakthrough in the path of process of self-change. Guys, this isn't going to resonate for everybody, because when I first started pulling these runes, it felt really kind of sad. So I'm feeling like somebody has had some kind of loss of some kind that they were not expecting. And like I said, it's either maybe a sudden release of a job where you suddenly had to move, or a best friend moved away, you moved away, a partner passed away, or decided all of a sudden they didn't want to be married no more, or be with you anymore, and they said, hey, I've decided I'm moving on, and it caused a lot of sadness. And maybe it was even something that other people saw that this person wasn't aware of. Okay, so but it brought a lot of changes, is what they're telling me. And it even but Ing tells me that they decide to move on from this, and it opens up a whole bunch of new stuff. Okay, so let me show y'all what we got. Then we have keenness, which is an opening up and a relief from distress. So I feel like somebody actually literally moves because of what we've got in the cards that are on the table and what they find after they get there. And we have movement and on your personal spiritual warrior's journey. Okay, so it feels like this person literally moves away to another place. Maybe you did have a breakup of some type, or somebody passed away, or the job was no longer working, and you thought it was going to be a job you were going to do all your life, and you went on to another place. Okay, but all's not lost, because we have Gibu, which is gifts coming in. We have maybe possibly a new partnership, and as you start healing, and I'll tell y'all why I feel that way. Whoever this is, they kick a lot of things to the curb. Okay, now before I get to the bottom, I'm going to tell y'all about the cards. So, first of all, we have the movement, where this person is leaving behind something that no longer suited, okay? Because now they go to a whole new place where all their hopes, fears, new ideas, maybe a spark of, gee, what new could be coming in for me? You know, and it just feels like, it feels like there's like, the past is here, but this is everything that's embodied in the present, going into the future or in the near future, where everything may turn to gold. Does that make sense? Okay, so but it's talking about leaving behind, and then we have sacred pool, and I feel like in this they're telling me that to recognize that you are a sacred person, that even though something has ended, it doesn't mean your life has ended too. Okay, so you've got to step back and take a new perspective of things. Okay, and I'm gonna tell y'all, I feel like in this card, I don't know if y'all can see it or not, but there's like these little bubbles. There's like a star in a bubble here. There's all this creative energy, fire, that can be new ideas. I feel like the leaves falling are talking about the past going away, that after you start doing some healing, you get a new perspective as you heal, by rising above it all, okay? Because the next card that comes after that is Sad Embrace. So, and I feel like this card is telling me that whoever you, and it's a 9 card, guys, it feels like it's telling me though that somebody is sad about the old life, but there is hope and dreams and possibilities for the future, okay? But they're still sad at what has gone out of their life. Okay, guys? And, you know, if you notice, this fairy here has wings. Wings are transformation. Butterflies are transformation. So this feels like getting out of the old and going on to the new. And that totally is where this kicking to the curb the old. Okay, guys? So and then I asked, well, what are they going to have in the future? So what we have then is we have Anzu, which is listening to your instincts, new messages coming in, maybe even meeting new people, new friends over time, making an effort to get out there and meet new people, heal yourself, rebuild your foundation, and come to yourself in some way. Because again, this is another, to me, you know, they say this is like somebody praying, and we, as you know, to me, it's a bind rune, because we have Isa there, which is at the very beginning, right, guys? Okay. At the very beginning, and then on the second row, we have an opening. We have keenness, which if you, like I've told y'all before, if you turn this sideways, it can be an opening or it can be a closing. I feel like it's an opening in this case. And everything from the beginning to the end is embodied between the two. Does that make sense? So whoever this is, they realize that the loss of the job or the spouse or the loss of the friendship, whether it was somebody passing away or whether it was a job that they had to walk away from or that the job let them go, whatever it was a natural disruption. It was a natural growth, okay? And also with the microchism to the macrochism, going from the I to the many and path of destiny, tells me that they do a lot of growth along the way, a lot of soul growth, okay? Now, then what we have is for going into the future, and guys, I think this is very telling. First of all, we have walking in beauty. And I feel like with this card, what it's pointing out to me is, you know, it's always darkest before the dawn, guys, right? But there's always a sunrise for the next day, okay? And I feel like it's seeing that you have worth and value, regardless of whatever this loss is or this secret that came to light, okay? And then we have medicine bag, which is scooping up all your resources, knowing that you have everything you need, or looking around you to see everything that you have. And when I picked up the grandmother card, which is next, I felt like, and actually they gave me a picture of a middle-aged to older woman in a loose white cotton knit dress, I guess. She's standing on one of these mountains. The sun is coming up in front of her. The wind is blowing her, and she's realizing all's not lost, even though these other things have gone away or are now in the past. There's still something for me to do here. I still have time left on this planet. There's still something I can do to make a difference. And then we have the freedom horse. And I love the freedom horse. Well, I love horses anyway. But I feel like this is now freeing up this person to make a difference going into the future. And they definitely rebuild, because we have new foundation. We have coming to yourself. You know, we have this healing. and listening. So I feel like whoever this is, whatever this loss is, they do get a higher perspective of it, and they are able to gather their resources and realize they still have time to make whatever changes they need to do on the inside and the outside, right? And that now they have the freedom to do whatever they want to. They can now choose a different job, choose a different type of work, choose a different type of partner. And I do believe this person's going to find a new partner. Okay, after they do this movement, okay, and start going through this is what they have to look forward to in the future. So whoever you are going to come to yourself in some way. You are going to realize that you still have something left to give. Really? Okay, so they said something about orphanage. So maybe you are a grandmother and you move to a new city and you hear about maybe an orphanage or a children's home or something, and you decide to volunteer there because you realize you still have love to give. Maybe somewhere in the beginning, maybe some of you found out a secret from one of your grown children that they lost a child, or they chose not to have a child, and it broke your heart. So you moved away, or they moved away, because it brought natural disruption, right? But it also new doorway and going forward. So whoever you are, take that how that resonates, guys. I'm just feeling like somebody still figures out that they have a lot to give still. So rather you've lost a partner, lost a job, found out a secret from one of your children or grandchildren, or whatever the case may be, you have this big opening and this relief from distress and this movement. Whatever this movement is, rather it's literal, or maybe you even move to another part of the city you live in, and you gather up your resources and you find that there's new ways you can show your love, okay? And you decide, okay, I'm going to make a difference. You know what I'm saying? Because of some secret that you find out. And you have all this love to give. Because Gibu is also gift. Maybe you decide that your biggest gift is going out and making a difference by volunteer work. And you're like, you know what? I'm going to do that. So maybe you go to a homeless shelter, a food kitchen, a wife abuse center. I know some of the bigger cities, I think, have adoption places. I don't know if they actually have orphanages anymore, not in this country, but maybe you're not in this country. You know, maybe there is a place where maybe the foster care system, okay? But whatever it is, you figure out after you do this healing and rebuild your foundation, you realize you still have something you can do, some way you can make a difference. You realize you still have worth and value, and you take it and you run with it, and you make a difference somewhere else. Because guys, no matter what happens in our lives, even though the pain doesn't always go away, a lot of times we learn how to deal with it. You know, you come to grips with it in some way about yourself, about what you're feeling, about the situation. And sometimes, guys, some things that happen to us are totally out of our control, and there's nothing we can do about them. There's a natural progression of life. There's a natural progression of jobs, places where we live, things that we do. You know, a lot of things have a beginning, a middle, and an end. And even if it's something that you're not happy about ending, I think you're going to find new freedom at the end, going into your journey into the future. Okay, so this is for Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces. Guys, this isn't going to resonate for anyone. And when I first started pulling the reading, I thought I didn't have one, because it was really feeling kind of like there wasn't nothing there. And then as I kept laying out the runes, I realized I'm picking up on somebody's energy, because they're finding out about this, whatever this is, this secret, or either somebody, like I said, maybe somebody passed away, someone got a divorce, or they found out something from a family member about something, and they decided to move because a new place with new possibilities was the best thing they could do. So that's what they decided to do, because, they took this higher road. They took this higher perspective. So guys, take that how it resonates. But I think whoever you are this reading resonates for, I think you're going to be pleasantly surprised in the near future. Guys, this reading doesn't have a time on it. Like I said, I pulled the runes, and it just really, at first it just kind of felt like an in-between of nothing, not really nothing, it just felt like it was a low vibe energy. So it makes me feel like somebody's sad about something, but they do have this opening coming up. They do have this new birth and this new breakthrough on change. And I just think that whoever you are, once you get through this morning stage and you do this movement, I think you're going to find the sun shining again. Okay, guys? So that's what I have for you today. This is for the Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio. Guys, it won't resonate for everyone, but whoever you are going to heal and rebuild. Okay? So I want y'all, I do want you to be aware of that. Okay? And just so y'all know, the first row we have 7, so this is an angel and ancestor message. Okay? So if you are going through something right now, guys, I know from what they've shown me personally that when you go through a divorce, if you go through the death of a loved one, your angels aren't too far away. And they, a lot of times when you're feeling the worst is when they're standing next to you trying to help you through it. Before I even started my channel, I got a couple of very direct angel messages where one lady lost an aunt in hospice, and another man named John found out something about his family. I'm not sure what it was, but his angels they showed me a picture of them standing next to him. I didn't see his face, but I could see him and the angel standing next to him, and they were guiding him through the whole process. And he knew it was going to be okay, but he was very, very sad. I mean, he was I'm not sure what the situation was, but he lost something where his family was concerned. And his angels were right there with him. All right, guys. So take this reading how it resonates. I don't do extendeds at this time, but I just would like y'all to know that if you have come through a loss of some sort, I'm sorry for your loss. Guys, I am very empathetic, or have lots of empathy. I can't pronounce that word right. And guys, I tell you what, I've been there, done that. Anyone that's been watching my readings for any sort of time know that my boyfriend passed away. COVID hit in April of 2020. Then Will passed away June of that year. And at the end of that month, beginning of the next month, my niece who was staying with us committed suicide in my house. Guys, I've been there. I've gone through that. I've lived it. I know it is not easy. It is definitely not easy. Definitely not easy. So guys, until next time, I'll probably do a general collective reading tomorrow. Guys, be a light in the darkness. Healing is available to you. Listen to your spirit guides, your angels. Meditate. Reflect on things. Heal yourself. It is possible. Ask for help from your guardian angels and your ancestors, passed on loved ones. They're there for you. Okay? Be a light in the darkness. Be somebody's hero. Be your own hero. Put yourself first for a change. Lana Scott Lighthouse.